Today we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna jam to a cool little backing track. I'm gonna teach you just one scale, but we'll move that around a little bit, as you'll see. But it's just one scale and a few things that you can do within that scale. Just a few things to get you started and give you some ideas. The scale is this one. So this is often called Locrian natural 9 scale. It's a degree of the melodic minor. So this is D Locrian natural 9, confusing name. You could just look at it as a minor scale with a flat 5. I think maybe that's a more logical way of looking at it, because a minor scale has the formula 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. This scale here has 1, 2, flat 3, 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7. Either way. And also I just put in a chromatic passing note in the PDF, just between the 7th and the root. Okay, this is optional, but often if you play scale-based stuff, scale-based lines, having that chromatic note there makes the lines you're playing often kind of be more in the pocket related to the time and all that. Right? So that's the scale, and we're gonna play on a 2-5-1 progression in C minor. So the scales chords we're gonna play on is D minor 7 flat 5 to G altered to C minor 7. So what we're gonna do now, I just wrote down the scale here. That's going to be on the D minor 7 flat 5. For the G7 altered, we're going to take this exact scale and just move it up 3 frets. Move it up a minor third. And that's going to give us a G altered scale. Okay, so and when we go to C minor, we kind of just in the position here to play C minor scale, or C blues scale, whatever, C pentatonic. Okay, so we do like this. Play on the track, just outline that tonality so you can hear it. So that's as simple as that. Now, what you also can do whenever you have a 2-5-1 progression like this is you could look at all of it like just G altered. So instead of going from this scale here, you can just stay in this one, the G altered scale, for both of those chords, for the D minor 7 flat 5 and the G altered. Let me demonstrate that for you. So it's going to be somewhat easier, but then again, you have less kind of help from variation in the scales, right? But yeah, it's only going to be 2 scales in this case. So yeah, simpler and sounds cool. Let's go to the next example. So I'm just going to give you a few things you can do within the scale. So first thing, go back to D. The D variation of the scale is plain arpeggio, minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio, and repeating up an octave. Again, you can do this on the D minor 7 flat 5 and also on the G altered, move it up a minor third. Okay. And let's do the next one immediately, and that's an extended arpeggio. So instead of doing 2 octaves of the D minor 7 flat 5, we'll just continue in thirds to get the upper steps. So we have the 1 3rd flat 5 7 natural 9, which is a nice little variation in this tonality, and up to the 11. No, I stopped there instead of going to the flat 13 because it's a little bit it doesn't really sound like the chord anymore. You know. So instead of doing that, I'll just do this. Okay? So yeah, a little bit of variation there. So on the D, on the G, yeah. So that was one thing, and I have one more thing that I wanted to show you, which is an arpeggio idea, kind of melodic idea, working from the arpeggios, and it's like this. So the idea here is that instead of playing like an arpeggio and then just doing the same notes but starting on the next step like this, pretty common pattern, right? It sounds a little bit boring because it's just the same note selection. So in having some variation for each of those like cascading arpeggios, it makes it a little bit more interesting. So that's the first one, and this is the next one. Get some notes there that we didn't have, and then we have this. Okay, have this leading note here, which is nice also. And descending is like this. Pretty similar. Yeah, let me play that on the track, just so you hear that. So, I'm going to give you one more challenge. It's not really a challenge. Well, it's sort of a challenge, but it's something that makes this playing more fun. And it's pretty simple. It's that right now we've done this in one key. So I made the track in C minor and a 2-5-1 repeating just 2 times in C minor. And the next turnaround is going to be just up a half step to C sharp or D flat minor. So it's just to kind of have to think a little bit and not be stuck in just one key when you learn this. So we will do exactly the same thing, just up 1 fret from E flat in this case. And up minor third to the next one, which is A flat 7 altered. And then to C sharp or D flat minor. And we'll do that one more time. So it's going to be 3 different keys. So next one is going to be E minor 7 flat 5 to A7 altered to D minor. So yeah, so that's the idea. And of course you can, as I said, you can start on the D minor Locrian natural 9, or you can do the whole thing in just G altered, and you can do that for any of the chords. So I'll try to play through the whole thing in three different keys for you. That was back to the original key of C minor. So I think that's pretty cool track to jam on. It's really, of course, this is a backing track, so it's not going to be like real musicians that interact with you. So just having that element of variation with just a few different keys makes it just much more inspiring to jam on this track. So that was the minor variation. Now we're going to continue, and this I think this is pretty cool. I named this the magic scale, right? And kind of the magic is that you can just do the same thing and move it up a third. Now what we're going to do in major, we're going to play a similar thing but major instead of minor. So we're going to play D minor, G7, unaltered G7 to C major, and then we're going to do the same modulation. So we're going to do it in 3 different keys, so D flat or C sharp and then D major. So when you play a 2-5-1 in major, like in this case D minor 7, G7 to C major, that's really just one key. You don't have to change. Every note in that chord progression is within the C major scale. But you can do something, of course, to give it some more colorful notes in there. And the thing with this scale that we did, that when you move it up a minor third, that's going to give you the G altered. If you take it and move it down a minor third, that's going to give you a G Lydian dominant. So that's it's in reality it's a D a melodic minor scale. So you can use that scale again over both the D minor and the G7 chord. And then when we play C minor, we're back to just playing C minor. Or you could play on the D minor chord, just play a regular C minor major scale, don't do anything there. And when we get to the G7, all of those examples that we covered, you can do here as well, of course. D minor, G7, remember, this is the D Locrian natural 9 down a minor third. It makes it it's the degree of the melodic minor scale, so that's going to be D melodic minor. And also think when we move it down a minor third or up a minor third, that 2 minor thirds is a tritone. So this is a tritone sub, or a tritone variation from you have that relationship between the altered scale or altered tonality and the Lydian dominant. They're always a tritone apart. And you can, of course, the same thing, you can play this same scale both for the D minor and G7. So let me demonstrate that for you. So a little bit of a long stretch there, but I think it's what I tried to do was to kind of not use this stuff so much and rather just let it come to me instead of trying to force it, to really demonstrate it all the time. So that's, I try to just glide into a more natural way of improvising rather than just like demonstrating stuff. But I think it's a really cool concept. It's kind of mind-blowing, I think, how you can use this very comfortable fingering, a very comfortable way of playing that scale, I think. You know, you have all those of course 7 degrees of the melodic minor scale, and many of them are like awkward, just like physically on the guitar. Not all of them really works that well, and it's really no point in playing a fingering, just like staying in a position that you have a lot of stretches, and you know, it's not comfortable and not very logical. The alter scale is a bit it's a bit hard to get a foothold on that scale in the first place, but this position here I think is a really nice position to play that scale in. Lays really nicely for the hand. Okay, so I hope you get something out of this. You know, just have fun with it. Just learn that one scale, and all kind of the heavy thinking, the theory part. Of course, I recommend you do that. That you always, for example, know what any note you're playing is related to the chord you're playing on. If you don't know that now, you know, stuff like that takes time, but it's a really good idea to always know that, of course. But I'm not going to go through all that today. Just going to leave it at this. Learn the scale, learn a few of my ideas if you want, and see if you can use it playing on a backing track, and just have fun with it, and kind of give yourself, maybe you'll surprise yourself with the stuff you're playing, which is always fun, of course, to kind of get out of the rut of playing the same stuff all the time. Surprising yourself with your playing, that's always fun. We'll leave it at that for today. Have a great day, see you soon, bye bye.